call our meeting to order, our April 4th work session. Again, thank you for coming out tonight. The roll call will reflect that all members of the mayor council are present, with the exception of Councilman Demick, who is having some back pain this evening, she said, so she sends her regrets for not being here tonight. We will start with informal discussion of agenda items, and the first item we have on our agenda tonight is the code enforcement overview and presentation. Before that, council, y'all have any questions about that? No. You're for it? All right, then we have a request for a prorated refund for Crest Liquor. Any questions or comments about that? Did the new owner get their license? Okay. All right, then we have a request to enter into an agreement with the Georgia Department of Early Care and Learning for the Right from the Start program. The wording, we've got a little bit of a change in wording, so whenever the motion gets made, I'll have y'all read this version of it versus what's printed. Just a minor change in the wording there. This is the $16,000 nomination grant to help feed the kids in the summer camp program. Next item is consideration action for a 5K route for the Atlanta Printmaker Studio event on May 13th. The Atlanta Print Studio is looking to seek the authorization for a 5K race. This is a great David's been talking about. And they're looking for permission and a route, I suppose. David, is that all they're looking for?
That's all. They're planning to move into the back of the Omni Restaurant Equipment Building in a few months. And they were going to have the 5K anyway, so they thought they'd like to have it here just to introduce their people to the
I didn't see a copy of the route.
Which copy?
Was that?
It's
part of the letter.
Here's a picture.
I'm looking at the wrong agenda.
It's in the package. Anybody got any questions about that? All right, and then another item is a memorandum of understanding with St. John's Evangelist School for an alternate emergency evacuation site at the Tom Water Sports Complex. This is a pretty routine agreement we worked out with them. Okay, any questions on that? Next item is dedication of concession stand. I'll leave out brief if you wouldn't want, but if one of y'all would not handle that, we'll get to back out of the discussion on that. Then the next item is action for resolution 2017-04. This is the Fulton County Service Delivery Strategy. William, you got any comments on that? Pretty much boilerplate routine, housekeeping stuff?
It's housekeeping. Staff has looked at everything. It's like a 1,500-page document. It takes up a whole box. And Marshall Mitchell has worked with us, and staff has vetted it, and we're ready to go. We would like you to go on record as supporting.
We'll figure out what's in it after we sign it. It's on.
You're on.
You have to pass it to find out what's in it.
That's correct, yes.
Actually, this document is the result of the service delivery renegotiation process that started in 2011. It's now in the middle of 2017. We're a big player in this whole game. Everything that matters for us has been in the document and been complied with since 2012. So if there's anything we wanted to change, we couldn't, because we're like 1.5%
We're flashing on man.
of the players in this game. Marshall and I have been over it with a fine-tooth comb, both on behalf of City Aikman and City College Park, because we represent both of those entities. We're very comfortable with it. It represents what's important for the City of April, and I recommend that you adopt it.
Thanks, Steve.
In case anybody, when they first started this, Atlanta was the biggest city, and if they didn't agree, it couldn't happen. Now, that's no longer true. All the other cities can,
We all ganged up on it.
ganged up on Atlanta, and we get a little bit more our way.
Everybody in College Park did that, and Atlanta said that they would make the whole, but as usual, they didn't.
Now, did this latest service delivery strategy take into account the city of South Fulton?
No, we're gonna start on that as soon as we send it.
Right, I was gonna say, that's gonna be the next item.
There'll be time to start over in 2020,
Yeah,
right?
it'd be time to start over again in 3 years.
Permanent conversation.
Yeah, just like local option sales tax, that's gonna be an issue.
One of those tasks that when you, there's 13 cities in one county, you've got 14 players involved in this. You've got 14 sets of lawyers, 14 sets of government officials, and really nobody's in charge of the thing. So without anybody's head attached to it, it gets pushed off to everybody's desk. I don't know, but this is the best we can do.
All right.
Any other questions on any agenda items of the lunch agenda item?
No, nice thin packet this time.
Yes, sir. Okay. William, you got a city manager report?
I do, sir. Had the coffee and conversation this morning. We had 2 people show up, so that was good. We had a good conversation, and the usuals, there's 2 or 3 people that are always there on Tuesday mornings, and I speak to them, so it was good. The citizens chalkboard on the budget is coming up soon. Sarah, raise your hand. Sarah is our point person on this, and she's doing a great job. And there's a morning session on April 12th in the AM, and then an evening session on the 13th. So that's Wednesday, Thursday next week. So getting excited about that, and want to encourage everybody to come out. We're going to continue to work on that. We even have an online Pinterest board for the millennials that don't want to show up to any meeting. They could do it online, so they could pin their suggestions.
Can I do that for this meeting? I just show up online, just have a little emoji of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can.
What if I'm a centennial? Can I do that?
do that. So, anyway, just something new, a new wrinkle we're trying. This weekend is coming up, it's going to be huge, a lot of activities, everything from coffee and chrome to baseball opening day to the 5K race. You know, a lot of things happening this weekend. We're also going to be trying to work on getting the basketball team that won the championship. And, you know, North Carolina won the national championship last night, but we have a group here in Hayfield that won the state basketball championship for the 12 and 13-year-olds, I believe. So we're going to try to bring them in at the next meeting and recognize and honor them because it's quite an accomplishment.
Maybe we can get the news to come in and ask them the tough questions.
That sounds good. Want to thank the council for allowing me to go to the Georgia City County Managers Association meeting the other week. It was awesome. I had a really good experience, so please feel free to get with me and I'll give you an update. The Livable Communities Initiative is coming up on the April the 10th. In the evening, we're going to have a session at Arches, so we suspect that it will be heavily attended. That's kind of something new. We're going to try that, and we're really excited about it. This is kind of winding down, kind of giving the final feedback before it heads your way, so that the updated plan will be probably on the May or June agenda for the council. Had a fantastic ribbon cutting for Space Max the other day. Like to thank David Burt and Steve Fincher and I mean, it was just like so many people involved to make that project happen. It was really incredible, and it's quite a facility. You should go tour it, take a look. It's about a $4 to $5 million bump on our tax roll, so I'm pretty impressed with that. The DMO RFP is out. It's on our website. We're making headway. There's a pre-bid for it Friday. So we're moving forward with that. Also, tomorrow's weather's supposed to be really nasty, and some of the staff are coming in early, and we have emergency plans in place, and we've been monitoring the weather closely on that and in touch with Fulton County EOC. Also, you're going to be getting a note pretty soon from Jennifer about the next South Fulton Municipal Association meeting. Fairburn is hosting, and that'll be on the 20th of April. So you can mark your schedules for that. And that, the green sheets are out. Draw your attention to those and be happy to answer any questions. And happy to be here. Lots going on, a lot of things happening, but we're trying to stay on top of it best we can.
All right, any questions, Ward?
I don't have a question, but I was just thinking that Space Max is one of those things, I've mentioned before that I look at the Happy Days Festival as this reunion for Hateville, and it's kind of a measuring point for our progress, because you stare at some of these corners every day and you just wonder when it'll ever change. And we've looked at the mark end and whenever that became for a long time, but I really appreciate David's creative whatever to think about that and to connect that. That was excellent, and now it's there. You know, it took a long time, but it's there, and it'll be there, I think, for a very long time. It looks like it's well made. It's very attractive. Anyway, it's always great when one of those chunks, especially if it's so visual from the highway, people think, oh yeah, I travel through Hateville, and they see those things. And so I know you've got works going on both sides of the highway, and I really appreciate it.
That looks good. It's a great addition to the city. Any other? All right. All right, this time we'll take public comments. Does anybody have any comments or questions they'd like to raise at this time? If not, we do have some executive session items. We've got legal, personnel, and real estate, I believe.
Yes, sir.
So I'll entertain a motion that we go into executive session for those items. Motion, is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of the motion, raise your right hand. All opposed, same sign. I'll entertain a motion, we recess.
Second.
All in favor, raise your right hand. All opposed, same sign. Please stand in recess. We'll be back shortly, kids. Thank you.
You better tell them otherwise.